Welcome to this concept for an inclusive web design for government websites. It repurposes some of the information from whitehouse.gov.
About the White House. The White House is where the President and the First Family of the United States live and work, but it's also the people's house, where we hope all Americans feel a sense of inclusion and belonging. For information about our current and past presidents, press 1. To learn about some of the first families who have lived in the White House, press 2. For information about the grounds of the White House, press 3. To learn more about our government, press 4.
Always remember to press S, like sound, to start narration when arriving on each section. To hear this information again, press S, like sound. Welcome to information about United States presidents, current and past.
Press your right and left arrow keys to hear the names of United States presidents, current and past, starting with our current president, Joseph R. Biden Jr., president number 46, and moving through the list to John F. Kennedy, president number 35. When you hear the president you are interested in, press P, like play for more details. To go to the next list, presidents 34 through 29, press N like next. Remember to press S, like sound, to hear narration when new pages load. To go to the About the White House main page at any time, press H, like home. To listen to this information again, press S, like sound.
Joseph R. Biden Jr., number 46, current. About the White House, presidents, President Joseph R. Biden Jr.
From Scranton to Wilmington to the White House, with thousands of train rides in between. President Biden represented Delaware for 36 years in the U.S. Senate before becoming the 47th Vice President of the United States. As President, Biden will restore America's leadership and build our communities back better. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the first of 4 children of Catherine Eugenia Finnegan Biden and Joseph Robinette Biden, Sr. In 1953, the Biden family moved to Claymont, Delaware. President Biden graduated from the University of Delaware and Syracuse Law School and served on the New Castle County Council.
Joe Biden's family.
At age 29, President Biden became one of the youngest people ever elected to the United States Senate. Just weeks after his Senate election, tragedy struck the Biden family when his wife Melia and daughter Naomi were killed in an auto accident. Sons Hunter and Beau were critically injured. Biden was sworn into the U.S. Senate at his son's hospital bedsides and began commuting from Wilmington to Washington every day, first by car and then by train, in order to be with his family. He would continue to do so throughout his time in the Senate. Biden married Jill Jacobs in 1977, and in 1980, their family was complete with the birth of Ashley Blazer Biden. A lifelong educator, Jill earned her doctorate in education and returned to teaching as an English professor at a community college in Virginia. Beau Biden, Attorney General of Delaware and Joe Biden's eldest son, passed away in 2015 after battling brain cancer with the same integrity, courage, and strength he demonstrated every day of his life. Beau's fight with cancer inspires the mission of President Biden's life, ending cancer as we know it.
A leader in the Senate.
As a senator from Delaware for 36 years, President Biden established himself as a leader in facing some of our nation's most important domestic and international challenges. As chairman or ranking member of the Senate Judiciary Committee for 16 years, Biden is widely recognized for his work writing and spearheading the Violence Against Women Act, the landmark legislation that strengthens penalties for violence against women, creates unprecedented resources for survivors of assault, and changes the national dialogue on domestic and sexual assault. As chairman or ranking member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee for 12 years, Biden played a pivotal role in shaping U.S. foreign policy. He was at the forefront of issues and legislation related to terrorism, weapons of mass destruction, post-Cold War Europe, the Middle East, Southwest Asia, and ending apartheid.
The 47th Vice President of the United States.
As Vice President, Biden continued his leadership on important issues facing the nation and represented our country abroad. Vice President Biden convened sessions of the President's Cabinet, led interagency efforts, and worked with Congress in his fight to raise the living standards of middle-class Americans, reduce gun violence, combat violence against women, and end cancer as we know it. Biden helped President Obama pass, and then oversaw the implementation of the Recovery Act, the biggest economic recovery plan in the history of the nation, and our biggest and strongest commitment to clean energy. The President's plan prevented another Great Depression, created and saved millions of jobs, and led to 75 uninterrupted months of job growth by the end of the administration. And Biden did it all with less than 1% in waste, abuse, or fraud, the most efficient government program in our country's history. President Obama and Vice President Biden also secured the passage of the Affordable Care Act, which reduced the number of uninsured Americans by 20 million by the time they left office, and banned insurance companies from denying coverage due to pre-existing conditions. He served as a point person for United States diplomacy throughout the Western Hemisphere, strengthened relationships with our allies both in Europe and the Asia-Pacific, and led the effort to bring 150,000 troops home from Iraq. In a ceremony at the White House, President Obama awarded Biden the Presidential Medal of Freedom with distinction, the nation's highest civilian honor.
A new chapter.
After leaving the White House, the Bidens continued their efforts to expand opportunity for every American with the creation of the Biden Foundation, the Biden Cancer Initiative, the Penn Biden Center for Diplomacy and Global Engagement, and the Biden Institute at the University of Delaware. On April 25, 2019, Biden announced his candidacy for President of the United States. Biden's candidacy was built from the beginning around three pillars: the battle for the soul of our nation, the need to rebuild our middle class, which is the backbone of our country, and a call for unity, to act as one America. It was a message that would only gain more resonance in 2020 as we confronted a pandemic, an economic crisis, urgent calls for racial justice, and the existential threat of climate change.
To hear this information again, press S, like sound. To go back to the list of presidents 46 through 35, press B, like back. To go to the next president in this list, press N, like next. Remember to press S, like sound, to hear narration when new pages load.